Okay, let's fast forward now. I told Nancy that I was going to bring some toys, and I got a table full of toys here. I mean, the technology now is absolutely unbelievable. You know, you talk about Star Wars, talk about some of the old TV shows talking about the new technology. It's way beyond what their imagination was at that time. On that table there, I've got a pair of glasses. And after we get through talking here, you can come up and take a peek at it. I've got a pair of glasses that looks like regular sunglasses, and I can put those on and they'll record audio and video for about 4 hours. You know, it has a little micro SD card. We can download that, and it is high definition video. It's as good as anything you see on your HD TV. I've got a pen, regular ballpoint pen, and it has a hidden camera and microphone built into it. I've got 4 or 5 different types of those. I've got an array of buttons that'll go on your coat or on your shirt, and it plugs into a little camera there smaller than a pack, or a little recorder smaller than a pack of cigarettes. I've got the one in a cable. It looks like a cable that you'd plug into a battery, and actually inside that little cable is a TV camera. It has audio and video. What else do I have there? Oh, I got a pack of gum here. It's the 6-pack gum, and it actually has a video camera and recorder built into it. I also have a little thing here. It's got a little antenna coming out of it, and this is almost identical to the one that was found in that police major's drawer that you heard about last week at the IMPD. This little device here will transmit video and audio 200 or 300 feet to a receiver. And so this was found in his desk, and it caused a real hullabaloo in the media here. The media just loved it. Of course, I got calls from at least 3 of the stations wanting our opinion on it. Of course, I hadn't seen it, but they described it exactly like this. We opened a cellular forensic lab several years ago. It has just grown way beyond what we can think about now. We did a countermeasure sweep in 2003 in Orange County, California. And this was an attorney out there whose client was going through a divorce, and her husband was an IT professional with a big company out there. And so we sent our team out there. There's 2 men and about $130,000 worth of equipment. And they did a sweep in her office and in her residence, and they could not find a bug. And it was clear that there was conversations between her and her attorney client that were being intercepted by her husband. So at that time, we really interrogated her and found out the only common denominator was her cell phone. Now, back in 2003, very few people had heard about cell phone bugging. Now, the FBI has been doing it for quite a while. And so we found out that this guy, because we accessed his computer and downloaded all the information, we found out that he had Googled cell phone tapping or cell phone spying or bugging or something like that, and had found a provider in another country in Asia that had a software that you could load on the cell phone. So anytime that cell phone made or received a call, it would send a text message to the bad guy, alerting him that she was on the phone. Then he could listen. Now the really scary thing is when the cell phone is off, it's in her purse or it's laying on the table, the bad guy can remotely turn it on and hear the conversations around it. They can activate the GPS so they know exactly where she is when she's talking. They can download all the text messages, all the emails, all the photos and videos. I mean, it basically take control of that cell phone. Well, since 2003, it's turned into a huge business. And our group that is doing this analysis has found right now over 560 websites outside the U.S. that sell this. And all the websites say on here, this is legal. Well, it is in Taiwan, or it is in India, or wherever they're selling it. A lot of it's coming out of Russia and the former Soviet bloc states, it's illegal in those countries to export it. Most of those countries make it illegal to use it. It's obviously illegal in the United States. It's punishable by 5 years in federal prison, a huge fine, and civil liability is just awesome. The victim can sue the perpetrator for everything. So that's opened a whole new dimension for us. The smarter the phone, the easier it is to bug. Now, how many of you have smartphones? Beware of emails. If a bad guy sends you an email and you open it, then there's a Trojan horse that installs the spyware on your cell phone. There are also some phones out there now that, if you have the right type of phone, a Nokia phone. Does anybody here have a Nokia phone? All they have to do is call the Nokia phone, and they can, if they answer the phone, then they can install it. It's getting more complex and more treacherous every day. Now, there was an article in the New York Times about 4 years ago about the FBI getting a court-ordered wiretap to install spyware on 3 mafia-type individuals. And so these 3 mafia guys were sitting at a table in an Italian restaurant in Long Island talking about whacking somebody. Well, the FBI had recorded that, and lo and behold, they whacked somebody. So they used that evidence to prosecute him, and this guy got a serious prison sentence out of it. So it's been around for a long time. How many of you have a Bluetooth in your ear like I have? Okay, well, this is a fake Bluetooth. This is actually a camera and recorder, and I'm recording all this. And when I get back to the office, I'm going to have one of our people download this and put it on YouTube. And I'll send a link to Nancy. And Nancy, if you'll be so kind to send it out to everybody. Anybody that missed this program or would like to see your faces as I'm telling you all these lies, it'll be on YouTube. I don't know how long the YouTube can go, but I think it's limited to like 15 minutes. So I'll have Jim's introduction of me, which I wanted to record in case there was potential liability there.